for those who know me know that busy is like a cuss word to me. It's like slander right to my face when they say that I'm busy. I'm like, no, please don't say that. I am intentional with my time, and that is completely up to me. We're in control of our schedules. We're in control of our sleep. We're in control of whose house we attend and whose house we don't. We're in control of a lot of things. And ultimately, for me, control is premised on surrender. And that doesn't often go hand in hand when we're thinking about creating a plan or processing rest or thinking about what we need to do to tie up loose ends or complete the year. But I want to talk about the element of planning connected to surrender, because I think when we business plan specifically, and business is not just the business of your LLC, it's the business of your mind, it's the business of your body, it's the business of your spirit. And they're not separate entities, though we tend to silo them in many ways and many places and many compartments, right, of our life or our day or even seasons, right? We're in this holiday season. It's compartmentalized to what is 38 days left in the remainder of 2022. That feels nutty, 38 days. And so while I don't mean to be morbid, I have been in prayer this morning over a mass shooting that happened at a Walmart up the street from us. And specifically for those who know Pastor Anthony and Morgan, they were about 3 miles from this space, and 6 people were killed and 3 are injured. And I wake up to this information and I think, man, like right now, today, how can you be thankful when you've just lost? And I know there are people who are finishing this year, and even me, who have looked back on goals, and I think, man, I didn't hit the nail on the head for that. And how do you compare a life to a goal? But it's this knowing that there is tragedy and there is heartache and there is heartbreak all around us. I had news from a client who found out, though she's cancer free and has been for several years, that she has a new infection inside. And I think about the heartache and the heartbreak and the heaviness that can also be alongside a time where people are celebrating and gathering as family, and they're trying to make the most of what is transpiring. Maybe even they're into the next year already. They're planning out 2023. Maybe that's you. And I am a planner. If you guys were just at the conference a couple of weeks ago, like, it was planned. And yet the element of surrender connected to our plan allows God to be magnified and glorified and in position to the place in which he is honorably supposed to sit. And yet we can also ask questions, why? God's okay with your hard questions. He's okay with your confusion. He's okay with you showing up surrendered at his feet to say, God, I tried to plan and it did not work. And he is so gentle, and he is so kind, and he is so forgiving, and he is so mindful, and he is so close to the brokenhearted. And he knows, no different than the experience with Adam and Eve in the garden, that the place of protection in which he originally destined all of us to be has an element of free will connected to it, and also has an element of tainting connected to enemy forces at work. There's 3 enemies in which we face on a day-to-day basis. Whether you're in a place of tribulation right now or you're in a place of triumph, either way, you're still in war. And rest and warfare can go hand in hand when you understand what being surrendered actually means.